Good morning, EMSers, and welcome to EMS Week 2019 on Tuesday. Another fine morning to be out, and thank you for everything that you're doing. I'm very lucky that I have the day off, and you guys are out working hard and keeping us safe while I get to relax a little bit. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for what you're doing. Today is supposed to be EMS Safety, and we start off with EMT school nearly the first class, starting to talk about scene safety and being aware and looking around and all the things that can get to us and all the things that can hurt us. There's four that I just want to mention, and this is just a reminder. You guys know this, but sometimes it's just good to remind us. One is our physical health, our cardiovascular health. Heart disease is still one of the leading causes of death for EMS providers. So we need to be doing things to take care of our bodies. And we know the fundamentals of fitness, that we have to have some sort of cardiovascular activity like walking. We should have some strength training like some sort of weightlifting or resistance training, try to make ourselves a little bit stronger. Kind of ties into another point with back safety. We also need to have a little bit of flexibility training with it, and then we need to eat properly. We need to have good nutrition. And I know these things are all difficult to do on the ambulance. So if you can, between calls, take a few moments to just stretch your muscles a little bit, or to do a few push-ups or squats or lunges or whatever you want to do, but just a few. You don't have to do a lot, but just a little bit here and there. Instead of sitting at the station, maybe take a walk around the station a time or two. I know I've done that, and some of you have looked at me a little odd, like wondering why I'm walking circles around the building, but just trying to stay in shape. Kind of going along with that is back safety. That still accounts for about 20% of our claims, our workplace injuries, is our back. And I know we know the fundamentals of keeping a firm base, legs wide, back straight, lift with your legs, bending at your knees, looking at your partner and communicating so you keep your chin up and your shoulders back, and then always sizing up the load. Make sure you are not going to lift more than you feel comfortable lifting, and if it is more than you feel comfortable lifting, ask for help. And don't be afraid to ask the patient just how much they weigh, and if it's more than what we can safely lift, then call for help. When we look at the National Registry Skills Sheet and we get to scene safety and we talk about scene safety, we talk about things like down power lines and hazmat and traffic situations, and those are all concerns and things we do need to be watching out for, but they're not like huge on the list of things that I've run into. I've had a few hazmat incidents, I've had a few wrecks with power lines down, but something that happens on a much more regular basis is violence against EMS. And this is a huge, probably underreported. One of my friends, Kip T-Sort, likes to call it a dirty secret of EMS. It's something that we just don't probably discuss enough, and we just feel it's part of the job, and it's not. It is not part of the job. We should be able to go do our job safely, just like everybody else. Because trust me, if a Walmart greeter gets assaulted, or some cashier at McDonald's or Burger King gets assaulted, it's going to make the news. But how many times have you honestly been assaulted by a patient, or yelled at, or screamed at, or somebody's pushed you or grabbed you? Much less just knock down, drag out fight, or pull the weapon on you. I have lost track of the number of times something like that has happened. And we don't really probably talk about it like we should. These things should not be happening and would not be allowed in any other workplace. So don't let them happen at your workplace. If that happens, report it to the police, report it to your supervisors. We need to get this information out there, and we need to get this to become a change in our culture so that it is not an accepted part of our job. It's not something that just happens when we're at work. We need to stop it. If you'd like more on your own personal safety, I'd recommend taking a course called Defensive Tactics for EMS, or Defensive Tactics for Escaping, Mitigating, and Surviving. I think we updated it. But DT for EMS. It's a wonderful course, 2 days, amazing amount of information. I know we offer it through the college, and we also have Alabama EMS Region 1 that offers the course periodically through HEMSI. So if you're interested in it, contact one of us. We would love to be able to set up a class for you. The last thing I want to mention is mental health. We still lose way too many providers to suicide or other mental health problems. PTSD has been discussed a lot recently, and I thank the military for making it much more in the public eye, but we're still not discussing it like we should in EMS. It's amazing that you can sit 2 feet from your partner, call after call after call, and not really know what's going through their head. So make sure you're talking with each other. Make sure you're talking to your partner. Partners, if you think your partner is acting different, odd, concerned, talk to them, ask them, and don't be afraid to ask about feeling bad and feeling depressed and feeling suicidal. I'm going to put links below to everything I've talked about so far, but I want to mention the Code Green campaign, because that was an organization that really was trying to spotlight mainly EMS suicides, but mental health in general with EMS providers, and they'll have a whole lot more information on it. I debated about what to do with this video today, because I think this is all stuff that we know, but we need reminders. And really what I want you to know, especially among my service and the people I work with, I think you are amazing individuals. I think you're awesome EMS providers, and I'm humbled and I'm proud to be working with you. And I want to keep working with you. I want you to be there. You've invested an incredible amount of time and money to get where you are, to get your certifications, to keep your certifications. I want you to keep doing that. You're providing an amazing service for our community. You're keeping us safe. You're keeping us well. I don't think I could ask for a finer group of people to work with. And I want all of you to stay safe, talk to each other, and be able to come to work tomorrow and the next day and the next day until it's time to retire, and then we can go live on a mountain or a beach. So I hope you're having a good EMS week. It's EMS for Children tomorrow, and I have I think 2 videos I'm going to do for that one. But look forward to talking to you again tomorrow.